Hi, Stacy and Miles. How are you?
Hi, Leora.
Hey, Leora.
Hi. So, congratulations on this provocative, revolutionary, thought provoking, incredible show. So, for both of you, what did you like best about working with each other?
Well, I'll just say I liked best that Miles brought this project to me and trusted me with it and gave me the opportunity to do this show that is so meaningful on such a personal level to me. I connected very deeply and personally with this idea of a wife and mom who misses her single girl days and her wild child in the city days, and to have a chance to do a show that was a sort of sparkly fever dream version of all of that, but also is really a chance to take a look at what happens to us as women and the choices that we're forced to make, and a real look at sort of female identity and desire was such an incredible opportunity.
As for me, as a man on a project that has pretty much been made by women, I was just proud to be involved at the head of that and to be smart enough to give it to them and to give it to Stacy. And really, it really blossomed beyond kind of my wildest dreams, because the book was a launching point for the series, but really the show takes it so much further and deeper into the female psyche, around fulfillment and identity, and the complications of being a wife and a mother and still being true to yourself. And that can really only be told properly by a woman. And Stacy knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. So, what were some of your favorite moments that you feel most proud of for both of you?
Wow. Well, I think for me, it's the dichotomy, it's the gorgeousness and the jewel toned fantasy of, let's just say, the rooftop pool in the first episode, and just a dream of the best sex you ever had. It's sort of the fantasy version of what that would look like. But that it's really juxtaposed with a woman who is breastfeeding, who is in a white nightgown, who doesn't necessarily find time to shower every day, and the truth of that and the reality of that was just so important. And I think it's so fun that we get to do both.
It is the combination of fantasy and reality, because, some of this is aspirational, and other parts of it are just seeing a piece of yourself in something, or a piece of your relationship that you can really identify with, that makes it natural and makes it grounded. So the combination, that dichotomy of fantasy and reality is sometimes difficult to achieve. And I think, we did it, and we did it in extremes, which is gratifying.
Right. So, Stacy, I read that you named the character of Brad after Bradley Cooper. So I'm just curious, Miles, when you were working with Bradley Cooper on Nightmare Alley, did you tell him this little tidbit?
I mentioned it, and he said, look, I hope the guy's a stand-up guy. And I said, we'll see.
Amazing. And so for both of you, who were you rooting for personally? Brad or Cooper?
Well, I mean, look, I think it's impossible to choose between the soulful juiciness that is Mike Vogel and the soulful juiciness that is Adam Demos. I think that's an impossible choice. But on a more serious level, we wanted to make sure that it was a fair fight. We wanted to make sure that it wasn't an easy choice for Billy. And we wanted some people to be Team Brad and some people to be Team Cooper, and for people to go back and forth over the course of the season. But for me, what I really hope is that first and foremost, people are Team Billy, and that they really are rooting for her and understanding her journey, and rooting for her to figure it out for herself,
Uh-huh.
I was not a bad boy in high school, and the bad boys got all the girls. So, I found myself pulling for Cooper from time to time. But I think in a way, women will see, there'll be women who have been in all kinds of bad relationships with boyfriends that let them down, and they may aspire to a Cooper life. And there may be women who are in marriages who aren't perfect, who have let things slip who would like to fantasize about a Brad situation. I think in a way, the two of them may make women sort of reflect on their own situations a little bit, and maybe they'll change teams. We've had some people change teams who have seen the shows, so it will be a fair fight because they're both formidable.
I agree. Well, thank you so, so much for bringing this art into the world. Thank you. I really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Have a great day.
Thank you,
Thanks.
too.
You too, Leora.